Wrigley Field is the oldest active professional baseball park in the country. It was built in 1910. Coincidentally, it was inspired by Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, where a lot of Negro Leagues history was also made. Who knew that it would become such hallowed ground? Because it has bared history to not only many great major league moments and many great major league ball players, but it was also home for the Negro League's Birmingham Black Bears, another team born out of the ashes of American segregation that brought great joy to the African-American community there in Birmingham for many, many years. It is a majestic old stadium, and I'll never forget walking on those grounds for the very first time. Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, Buck O'Neil, they all played on that field. And man, if those walls could talk, how special it would be. Willie Mays, who as a 17-year-old walked on that very same field, patrolling center field for the Birmingham Black Bears. No one would have guessed that this budding, inspiring ball player would become recognized, arguably, as Major League Baseball's greatest player.
Young Willie Mays steps into the box, all of 17 years old. Swings through that one out in front that time.
We talk a lot about how Willie Mays was a five-tool player. People focus on his fielding, his hitting, his speed, but you know, they forget about his arm. He actually started out as a shortstop, but threw so hard it hurt to catch his throws over at first base. So he got moved to the outfield.
That's inside. 1-2 the count. You bring up Willie's throwing arm, Singy. It was no joke. When Birmingham manager Piper Davis gave Willie a tryout, he got a look up close. Piper said, "I heard he had a good arm, then I saw him throw." Clearly, Piper learned that Willie's arm was way better than just good. And a foul ball.
You know, Willie used that arm on the football field too, Boog. He played quarterback in high school and could accurately throw the ball 50 yards without a windup. He told his teammates, "Don't stop running. I'll get the ball to you."
Smith comes to the plate. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Smith back to work. Line drive, base hit. So Mays gets himself a single.
Where I grew up in the country, you know how you learn to swim? They threw you in the pond. And you either sank or you swam. And that was much the case for these young athletes as they were moving into the Negro Leagues. You got thrown right into the pond with those older ball players, and you can either play or you can't play. Now, Willie Mays was a tremendous athlete. He's quarterback in high school. Ultimately, he had to cut deal with the high school so that he wouldn't lose his eligibility for football. This is a 17-year-old kid playing with grown men, and he more than held his own. They kind of eased him into it early on, but you can't hold that kind of talent down. No, this talent was just exploding at the seams. As a matter of fact, his first game with the Birmingham Black Bears, young Willie Mays collected 2 hits. On the way to what was about to become one of the most dynamic careers in baseball history.
Willie Mays digging in with a runner on first and 1 gone. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
You're bald.
Willie Mays had 2 role models as a kid for how to play baseball. Joe DiMaggio and Willie's dad, Cat Mays, who was a steelworker and a star outfielder on the company team in the Birmingham Industrial League.
Gathers and throws to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Lifted in the air, right field, under it. Puts it away for the out.
Cat Mays really gave Willie his love of baseball. He taught him to walk by putting the baseball on a chair a few feet away, standing him up, and encouraged him to go for the ball. Cat let Willie sit on the bench during his games, and that's where he got his baseball education, Boo.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. You brought up Willie's baseball education, Chris, and it really stuck. His instincts were tremendous. One of his managers let Willie direct all the other fielders. A reporter asked why, and the manager said, because he knows more than I do. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string of the changeup. Here's a big power threat, Willie Mays.
Willie Mays had 2 role models as a kid for how to play baseball. Joe DiMaggio and Willie's dad, Cat Mays, who was a steelworker and a star outfielder on the company team in the Birmingham Industrial League.
It's through for a hit. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe. Ball 1, no strikes.
Cat Mays really gave Willie his love of baseball. He taught him to walk by putting the baseball on a chair a few feet away, standing him up, and encouraged him to go for the ball. One of his games, and that's where he got his baseball education, Boo.
Out to short. Throw is high and over his head. And this ball. Willie Mays steps to the plate with a chance to do some damage for Birmingham.
A lot of people consider Willie Mays the greatest player of all time. His longtime manager Leo DeRocher once said, if somebody came up and hit 450, stole 100 bases, and performed a miracle in the field every day, I'd still look you right in the eye and tell you that Willie was better.
Sanders makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. Well struck right field. Sellers going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Ernie Banks said that Willie stood head and shoulders above every other player and that it was a thrill to play against him. Willie McCovey said it was an honor to wear the same uniform. And Henry Aaron even considered Willie a better all-around ball player than himself. In the air, center field. Newman sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Even as a high schooler, you could tell Willie was special. The scout who discovered him for the Giants said, they got a kid playing center field practically barefooted. It's the best ball player I've ever looked at. You better send somebody down there with a barrel full of money and grab this kid.
Kicks and deals. Swung on, belted. Sellers going back. And he brings it in on the warning track. Not every scout got the right read on Willie, Chris. Roy Campanella, the great Dodgers catcher, played the barnstorming game with him and begged the Dodgers to sign him. But their scout didn't like him because he had trouble hitting curveballs.
Yeah, I think Willie figured out the curve just fine in the end.
Swing and a base hit. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 9-1. One down. Here's some real power at the plate. Willie Mays. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's 2 away. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The pitch. Foul ball. And here it comes.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
In the air, out towards left center. Perry makes the grab, 1 down. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Bounce to third. Into the outfield. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So digging in, Willie Mays. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Sellers makes the grab on the run. Bennett back to work. This to third. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. Lifted in the air out to left. Sanders makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 6-0. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Sellers brings it in, and that'll do it. Willie Mays steps to the plate with a chance to do some damage for Birmingham. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
A lot of people consider Willie Mays the greatest player of all time. His longtime manager Leo DeRocher once said, if somebody came up and hit 450, stole 100 bases, and performed a miracle in the field every day, I'd still look you right in the eye and tell you that Willie was better.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And fouled off. Bases loaded, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Now fly ball to right center. He's got it. Both runners tagging. To third, not in time to get him. He's safe as the run scores on the sac fly. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Ernie Banks said that Willie stood head and shoulders above every other player and that it was a thrill to play against him. Willie McCovey said it was an honor to wear the same uniform. And Henry Aaron even considered Willie a better all-around ball player than himself. Swing and a miss. The 2 down.
Even as a high schooler, you could tell Willie was special. The scout who discovered him for the Giants said, they got a kid playing center field practically barefooted that's the best ball player I've ever looked at. You better send some.
1 down. Here's the left fielder, Willie Mays. And that one lifted in the air center field. Newman snags it on the run. And a pitch. Way inside. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Oh, 1 strike.
Bounce to the left side. Rolls across the diamond. Mays retired at first. Popped in the air. Left field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. Fought off foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark, really late, opposite field now.
And a swing and a miss. Willie Mays now at the plate. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 2-run lead. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Sanders under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Grounder might be two. On to second, they get one. Relay to first, double play. That one almost got him. First and second, two down. In the air, right side. Sellers makes the play, and it's out number 3. Willie Mays steps to the plate with a chance to do some damage for Birmingham. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That's through there for a strike. 0-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out. That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw comes in. Runner stops. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, what made Willie Mays so special was that he was a 5-tool kind of baseball player, and he did everything with grace and flair. As my friend Buck O'Neill would say, he was better than that.
But the crowd still loved Willie.
Willie Mays was never booed, even in the opponent's ballpark. That's the reverence that people had for Willie Mays, because he was so affable and he was so likable. Here's Willie Mays walking through the streets of Harlem, playing stickball with the kids. I mean, how special would that be to see that happen today? So you combine all of that with off-the-chart talent. You can see why Willie Mays is so beloved. People measure times in their lives by Willie Mays. They name their kids after Willie Mays. That's how special he was.
Willie Mays digs in with a chance to break this one open early for the Black Barons. Drake back to work. Out to short. Base hit. One run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. Drake back to work.
Willie Mays was really beloved across all of baseball. In his last game before joining the Army, he got a standing ovation in his last at-bat, even though the game was at Ebbets Field, home of the Dodgers. One writer said it was amazing because in Brooklyn, giant is the dirtiest word in the language.
Got him swinging. makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score.
A year the Stars reached new milestones and rewrote the record book.
Well, Willie Mays is easily one of the most iconic figures in baseball history. But before he was the Say Hey Kid, his nickname was Buck, Young Buck. 1948 Negro League World Series, the Birmingham Black Barons are facing those vaunted Homestead Grays that were still a juggernaut. And can you imagine at 17, you're in the midst of a Negro League World Series as a 17-year-old, and you're right in the middle of the action.
Far back, the ball it in.
And there's young Willie Mays helping the Barons win the lone game that they won in that series with a walk-off. I am sure it ranks as one of those special moments out of a career that is filled with many special moments. But at 17, you walk it off in a Negro League World Series game. That's pretty doggone special.
Willie Mays up now with an opportunity to walk this one off for Birmingham. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him. Willie Mays up now with an opportunity to walk this one off for Birmingham. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Willie Mays. And fouled off. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. That one ripped. Ball game. Mays brings home the winning run, and the Black Barons.
My dear friend, the late, great Buckle hesitation that Willie Mays was the greatest major leaguer that he ever saw. So John Donaldson, one of the greatest left-handed pitchers this sport has ever seen, knew the game of baseball inside out. So it was no coincidence that after his baseball career, he would become a scout, a great scout, because he had a tremendous eye for talent. And I guess you could say the big fish that got away was Willie Mays. And he knew young Willie Mays had superstardom written all over. Not stardom, but superstardom. And I think the legendary John Donaldson knew that he would never find another Willie Mays.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
And the fans go wild.
Willie Mays steps in for the first time in this one. Line drive, base hit right field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. There's so many legends about Willie Mays. One of my favorites is the story he told about the only time he played against Satchel Paige. Willie was just 17, but he says he hit a double against Satchel the first time up. The relay, there's the tag, they get him, and that's the inning. On the ground to the left. And it gets by him. Lead runner around second. The throw in. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. Mays connects and sends it deep left field. Forget it.
Long before the catch was made there in the Polo Grounds, young Willie Mays had been patrolling center field for the Birmingham Black Barons. 1949 is when he plays his first game there. But this wasn't uncommon for Negro League teams. Negro League teams were oftentimes playing in Major League stadiums. They would rent those stadiums, and that is part of the reason why it took so long to integrate the game, because Major League teams were making money from the Negro Leagues. So Willie Mays had been patrolling that spacious Polo Ground center field, where I can tell you now, you needed the legs of Willie Mays to patrol center field in the Polo Grounds. When that ball went up, they were all yelling, "Go get it, Willie." And Willie went and got it. But the thing that is oftentimes overlooked, and it speaks to the cerebral nature of Willie Mays, was the throw that prevented the runners from advancing. Gives you an idea of how in tuned Willie Mays was into that moment. The Giants, of course, would go on and capture that World Series, beating another former Negro League, Larry Doby and the Cleveland Indians.
Go ahead run on base. So here's Murphy now. The right-hander back to work. There's a long drive way back in center field. Mays racing for it. He got it. Willie Mays just brought this crowd to its feet with a tremendous catch. Now he launches a throw over his head, around third, and in to score the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield there. Go ahead run on base. So here's Murphy now. Here comes a pitch. Drive way back in center field. Mays racing for it. Oh, he can't hang up. Martin back to work. There's a long drive way back in center field. Mays racing for it. He got it. Willie Mays just brought this crowd to its feet with a tremendous catch. And he makes it up to third with one away. Twenty-year-old Willie Mays steps in with a runner at first and 2 gone here in the first inning. And a foul ball. Here's a fun nugget on Willie Mays. In 1954, he played winter ball with the Santurce Crabbers in Puerto Rico. One of his outfield teammates was a young Roberto Clemente.
No, not a lot of singles getting stretched into doubles against them.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that.
Hard to imagine Willie not thinking he could succeed at the major league level, but when the Giants called him up, he didn't want to go. He didn't think he could hit big league pitching, but he was hitting .477 in AAA at the time. Well, these guys doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. Chris, going back to that story of Willie's call-up, Leo DeRocher asked Willie what his average was. Willie told him .477. Leo got mad and said, well, do you think you could hit .250 for me? Willie sure could, even though he was hitless in his first 12 MLB at-bats before homering off Hall of Fame lefty Warren Spahn. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Snyder has a beat on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One down.
One night in 1961, Mays and Willie McCovey had too many takeout spare ribs, and Mays had food poisoning coming into the next day's game. He still hit 4 homers and drove in 8 runs. McCovey asked if he wanted some more ribs after that.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That's to third, Casey. Oh, he throws it away. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Now second and third, and nobody out. So runner at second, 2 down. And the batter now, Willie Mays. Popped up. Drifts towards it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Willie Mays.
That's a ball. 1-0.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Liner, and that should be extra bases. He's in safely at second, and a run comes in to score. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
The San Francisco Giants had the major's first all-black outfield. All three players were former Negro League stars. Hank Thompson, who was actually an infielder by trade, Willie Mays, and of course the great Monty Irvin. That was a tremendous outfield. But it also makes me reflect back to the fact that $25 kept us from having an outfield that could have been Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, and Monty Irvin. The Braves offered Henry Aaron $25 more a month. They outbidded the Giants, and Henry Aaron took the Braves' offer $25. But maybe it worked out the way that it was supposed to work out, because those two legendary former Negro League stars blazed their own paths to stardom. But I can tell you now, if you'd have had a lineup that had Henry Aaron, Willie Mays, and Monty Irvin in it, it would have been a nightmare for everybody they played. It just leads you to wonder what if.
Here's Willie Mays stepping in for the first time in this one. That's in there. That's strike one.
You know, Willie Mays bookended his pro career with World Series appearances. He went in 1951 with the Giants and in 1973 with the Mets. And his first pro season with Birmingham took him to the Negro League World Series.
And he's out on the tag. Long throw is there. That ends the inning. On a line, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Hung up in a rundown now, and they put the tag on him for the out. Here's a story about Willie's character. When Peter McGowan bought the Giants in 1993, he gave Willie a lifetime contract. Several years later, Willie asked McGowan for an extension on his lifetime deal. That was so he could make sure his wife May was provided for if he passed away before she did. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss, and that is that. And there's a foul ball.
Mays was great defensively at first base late in his career. After he robbed a bunch of hits against the Mets, as a 40-year-old, Mets manager Gil Hodges said, "I can't tell my players not to hit it to him. Wherever they hit it, he's there anyway."
Dunks one into left. Now here's an easy out with a pair of runners stranded together. Things getting a little messy on the bases.
Tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus.
Segregation robbed us from seeing all the great stars take the field together.
I can't hold the frown too long. I can't stay down too long.
As baseball fans, we were absolutely cheated. How much better would our game have been? But what segregation also did was it created this enterprise known as the Negro Leagues. So while Rickwood Field once upon a time had been segregated, who knew that it would be Birmingham's blackberries that would actually become the toast of Birmingham? as we celebrate Rick Woodfield and all the history that made Rick Woodfield such a special place. But no one made it more special than the Negro Leagues. And there's been no more special of a ball player than Willie Mays. First ballot Hall of Famer. Should have been unanimous. But the bridge for him to the major leagues began in the Negro Leagues, right here in this very ballpark. Rick Woodfield.
11 gold gloves for his electrifying play in center field. His 660 home runs are third all time. Say hey, Willie Mays!
I know couple things I show, couple things I don't.